ADB to collectively chart the course of a project which we hold to be extremely important in terms of data development and statistical capacity building initiatives. The primary aim, as you know, is to collaborate with the institutions you represent to compile the supply and use tables and the input-output tables for the years for which the latest required source data are available. Further, during the course of this project, we'll be working jointly to develop the relevant input-output economics-based analytical frameworks and tools to facilitate better economic and policy analysis. Our long-term goal here is to enable all the economies in our region to produce the tables and the related analyses on an annual basis. As you know, the supply-use tables are the central framework of the UN System of National Accounts, often referred to as the SNA 2008. They're essentially structured data drawn from multiple data sources, such as surveys and industrial censuses, in the form of matrices focusing on the processes of production and consumption. They allow us to answer a very important set of questions, such as where do products come from and how they're used. The SNA 2008 describes these tables as a powerful tool with which to compare and contrast data from various sources and improve the coherence of the economic information systems. If I may, I'd like to just give you one simple example of a recent experience I had in New Delhi, where we were presenting to the Minister of Commerce a project on infrastructure that ADB is helping two state governments with. And one of the things that we were talking about is how this new infrastructure will be able to develop, will be able to add to India's manufacturing sector and add to jobs. The minister put to us a question which at that point we were unable to really give a good response to in an empirical sense. She wanted to know what would be the knock-on effect of some of this infrastructure on production in the formal and informal economy and on employment more broadly. And that's where we were thinking that input-output analysis, detailed input-output data would allow us to answer some of these questions which are very important for policymakers. Another thing that's been happening in India is the introduction of the GST tax, the value-added tax. Once again, input-output analysis, especially which is broken down by sub-region, would be extremely important. So in a number of ways, for us as economists, when we are talking to policymakers, to be able to answer some of these very important questions, disaggregated supply use tables and disaggregated input-output tables really allow us to understand what is happening in the economy and the ramifications throughout the economy of a given set of policy changes. So with that, our own assessment has been that the availability of reliable and usable granular economic data for the country, for the regions, and indeed even sub-regions within countries would really allow us to address some of the concerns of the different stakeholders and different government departments, and indeed different international agencies and researchers interested in important policy issues. ADB conceived of this project to bridge a critical gap in the region's economic statistical systems. However, this whole complex undertaking can only be accomplished through this active collaboration with the various stakeholders, and I think you would all agree that the key stakeholder here really are the national statistical organizations. And indeed, you are the leaders of your respective national statistical systems and are pivotal in synergizing the energy and resources of ADB, its development partners, and the national statistics organizations. The insights that you would provide to your economies and statistical systems will help us enormously in designing effective economy-specific plans for this initiative. Our team at ADB, indeed all of us, we are really relying on your leadership to produce a set of statistics that will be critical and for comprehensive economic analysis. We look forward to working closely with you in addressing this important need in the region. Thank you very much.
May we call on our Deputy Chief Economist and Deputy Director General of the Economic Research and Regional Cooperation Department, Mr. Jujong Song, to deliver the opening remarks.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to ADB. I think Rana has already given a good background of the meeting today and tomorrow. the study and project we're doing. So let me just add a few words. First of all, let me start by thanking all of you for coming here in Manila to participate in this to the Inception workshop. On behalf of the department, the chief economist is away, he is on mission. So on behalf of him, to thank you for your support and the commitment to this new project on supply and user tables. ADB, of course, is a long-time partner of national statistical agencies in the region. Over the years, in close collaboration with many of you, we have undertaken a number of statistical capacity building and data development projects with the view of promoting evidence-based policy making. So I think this project is a part of this effort. So as Rana has explained, the objective of this project is to construct economy-specific supply and use tables in compliance with the SND 2008 recommendations. So the issue is the supply and user tables and the input-output tables derived from them provide the most comprehensive accounts of the economy. So now they are more complex than other statistics, and the compilation is challenging, but the benefits are also considerable, as explained by Rana. Now, the application of this supply and user tables have increased considerably in recent years, whether especially in developed countries, whether in the US, in Canada, or EU, and some high-income Asian countries in Asia, for fiscal management, for policy analysis, for development planning, and for impact evaluation. So now this, of course, these tables are essential for economic measurement and analysis. Only a few countries in the Asia and Pacific region construct these tables on an annual basis. A number of countries produce at 5-year intervals due to resource and capacity constraints. Some do not produce. So in recognition of this data gap, in collaboration with other stakeholders, we implemented a similar project earlier. That was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, yeah, to develop this supply use table for selected member countries. That study was concluded in December 2013. On that project, the tables were constructed for 18 economies, and for 13 of them, it was a pioneer effort. So this project, we aim to not only construct a more current and up-to-date supply use table and input-output tables for the participating countries, but also to support capacity building to produce annually the tables and related statistics and analysis, including those related to trade and the global value chain, utilizing the latest developments in methodology in this area. As Rana gave an example, I can also give an example on the usefulness of that. Yesterday I was in a meeting. It's the ASEAN Plus 3 Finance Deputies meeting. IMF made a presentation on their work on the GVC, the global value chain. So one of the findings was that basically that study used input-output table. The issue of Chinese currency appreciation or depreciation. In the past, whenever the currency appreciate or depreciate, we only look at the impact on China itself. According to the IMF study, they have not released the study as yet. What they say is that the impact, the currency appreciation or depreciation, not only on China but on ASEAN countries, because ASEAN countries are closely related. So depreciation is good for China, but also good for ASEAN countries. because of the part of the the production network. So through this kind of data and input output together, then we can analyze that kind of complex issues. So this is just one example. Okay, so I'm pleased to open this workshop, inception workshop for the study, and obviously we look forward to your active participation in the today's the discussion, as well as of course the entire process of the project implementation. So have a nice pleasant stay in ADB and in Manila. Thank you.
So now we move on to the next session. So where we want to hear from the participants, and we would request you to introduce yourself, your name, your position, your designation in the office, and the office that you represent. Thank you. Let's start with Vietnam.
Good morning, everyone. We come from Vietnam. This is Mr. Bùi Chinh and I. I come from the Department of Construction and Investment Statistics Department, and Bùi Chinh come from National Account Department. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pathama Thien Ravisaskun. I'm Deputy Secretary General of the Office of National Economic and Social Development Board, Planning Agency in Thailand, and come together with Mr. Surapong Sihue, who is responsible for National Account at NASD. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Su Zhe Wang. I come from Taipei. I'm in charge of the national account, especially for industry account and IO table. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yihua Oh. I'm from Taipei, and I'm in charge of estimating national account for GDP by industry and compiling IO tables. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Yamuna from Sri Lanka. I'm working as a statistician from the Department of Census and Statistics.
Good morning, I am Amara, the Director General of the Department of Census and Statistics, Sri Lanka. And we have a National Accounts Division, and it is responsible for comparing national accounts and input-output tables also.
Good morning, I am Jima from Pakistan and Head of National Accounts. Thank you.
Very good morning to all of you. I am Nevin Sylvester, representing from the Central Bureau of Statistics, Government of Nepal. I am the Deputy Director General looking after the Planning and Human Resource Management Division.
Good morning. I am Ishwari Prasad Bandari from Nepal. I am responsible for national account compilation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Batam Tsik from NSO of Mongolia. I would like to thank ADB to start a very important project in the region. This is, I think, the right time and right subject to focus on in the region in order to implement our regional program on economic statistics. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Bayarma. I'm in charge in national accounts in Mongolia.
Good morning, I'm Aisha from Maldives. I work in the National Bureau of Statistics as an assistant statistician. I'm currently heading the national accounts.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shahuda, and I'm currently the chief statistician of the National Bureau of Statistics in Maldives.
Good morning, I'm Jamia Azmita Jabar from Accounting Division of Statistics Malaysia, and currently I'm national, regional, and country.
Good morning, my name is Abdul Matin Tarin. I'm representing Chief Statistician of Malaysia. So I'm also responsible in the compilation of supply use table as well as the IO updating as well and regional IO.
Good morning, my name is Amechan Rupan from Laos Statistics Bureau.
Good morning, my name is Pusavan Chandrasamat. I'm working in the Laos Statistics Bureau. I'm in charge of the national account compilation. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Surya Diningrat. You can call me Surya. I'm from BPS, Statistics Indonesia, Directorate of Production Account for Consolidation of National Production Account. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deden Ahmad Sunarjo. I'm responsibility about the national account by GDP by production, especially the transportation and communication accounts. Thank you.
Morning, I'm Gloria from the Census and Statistics Department of Hong Kong, and I'm responsible for compiling the GDP statistics.
Good morning, I'm Osbert. I'm from Hong Kong as well. So apart from SUT National Accounts, I'm also responsible for balance of payments statistics. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Li Huaju from China. I work in National Accounts Department. I respond for input-output division compilation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jia Yingdong, also from National Bureau of Statistics of China, and I work for the International Cooperation Department. And then I'm in charge of the international cooperation between China and other international organizations.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Paulina from Cambodia, and I'm head of statistics.
Good morning, Excellencies, lady and everyone. My name is Norwandi. I'm Deputy Director, Department of National Account, Institute of Statistics of Cambodia. Thank you.
Hello, a very good morning to everyone. I'm Haja Maria, Director of Statistics from the Department of Economic Planning and Development, Brunei Darussalam.
I am Aslina, under the National Account Section, Department of Statistics, Department of Economic Planning and Development, Brunei Darussalam.
Good morning, I'm from Bhutan. My name is Ugen Norbu, and I work in National Accounts and Price Division of the National Statistics Bureau. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Somlenduk from Bhutan, and I work in National Accounts Division.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is Muhammad Abdul Ghani. I am from Bangladesh. I am serving as Deputy Secretary of the Government at Bangladesh Statistics and Informatics Division. I have to monitor the activities of the national accounts.
Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all. I'm Jiauddin Ahmed. I'm a Joint Director of National Accounts, Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics, and I'm responsible for compilation of national